Hi guys, West Coast Arachnids, just doing a little update. Just got up to get a drink. It's about 3 a.m. I noticed that Lasiodora parahybana number 3 is molted, and as well as number 2. I don't know if you can see in there. It's not very clear, but let's see if I can get a better light. Oh, this light's horrible. I don't know if you can see. You can kind of see legs in there, I guess, but it's molted. It's molted right in front of it. Just kind of off to the left a little bit. It's kind of sitting back in there. I decided to go with a kind of a full Dixie cup setup, so that the Dixie cup is buried in there with the water dish on top. A little easier for feeding and stuff. They're not digging themselves into a big hole and having it come crushing down on it. And there's actually been quite a few molts. I'm not sure if the difficilis is molted or not. On a bad note, the escalciatum, I mean, right now it looks as though it's passed, but I thought it was dead. I'd actually wrote in the comments that it was dead, but when you move it around, it will actually move its legs back. I have no idea what's wrong with it. It's almost like it's paralyzed. I did try to feed this one. It was out a minute ago. I'm wandering around. But it ran back into its house. Sorry, just moving lights around. Pecocerides are out wandering around. So that's cool. This guy's still laying on his back. He's moving his legs around. It looks, I can't really tell at this angle, but it looks like all of his legs are there. Hopefully he didn't lose any in the molt. Really looks quite a lot larger. That's awesome. It just leaves a difficilis. Let me have a look at this one. He's just torn up his enclosure. Let me get the light back down here and I'll show you what it's done. I mean, everything in the way. This whole corner, he's ripped out the plants. I mean, this thing is the size of one of those little leaves in there. I don't even know where he is right now. There's a hole down there if you can see it. And he's somewhere in there. Oh, there he is. He's got himself a little hideaway dug in there. I wonder if he's caved himself in. I don't think so. I think he can get out. I'll check him later. I'm going to redo his enclosure with the Dixie cup thing. I do have a few more left, so I'm going to do that too. Probably all of them. I mean, the Pecocerides doesn't seem to like it. but I'll probably put some leaves around it and such so that it's more of a hide than, you know, a Dixie cup. Maybe get a little more substrate. Sorry, moving closer. We'll get a little more substrate in there. We're going to take a look at this Pecocerides here. See what he's got going on. I mean, he's got a little tiny hole right in the middle on the top. Yeah, just the one. And he's got that complete corner dug right out. If we can see him, if we get some light at the bottom. You can see a leg. There he is. Kinda. One's a bit of a digger. And this one had a bit of a hole dug, but he doesn't seem to want to go down there. It's been acting really weird. It's been climbing on the glass and taking his abdomen, and he's going, and he's walking up the glass. I don't know if he's leaving his scent around. Maybe he's marking his territory. I don't know. But definitely some odd behavior for a tarantula. I've never seen that. I looked to see if he had mites, maybe. Trying to see this there. You can see the Brachypelma vagans there. That's the underside of it. He's got himself a little cave dug out. It's very hard to see, sorry guys. I tried to mess with the lighting on this to get a better picture, but I mean, I can see a little bit better in the low light, but as soon as you get any light near it, like, I don't know, like the glare off there is just huge. So, I don't know, this guy has pulled the whole bottom of his enclosure out and pushed it up to the top. All of these guys have molted. These are the Brachypelma obopulosums. So they've all molted. I'm probably going to upgrade them into a bigger enclosure. Still waiting on the Dominican Republic blues to molt. They've both made themselves little hides there, webbed themselves in, so I'm assuming they're going to molt soon. Later today I'm going to give them all some hydration. Got a little rump sticking out there of the hole. These are the Acanthoscurria geniculata. And we got the Nandiochromatus over here. This one is molted. This one just kind of disappeared. I don't know. Oh, there we go. There he is, right at the bottom. He kind of looks bigger, but I don't know. I wouldn't say he molted. This guy's definitely molted. He molted a while back. I haven't taken the molt out. See that glare on there is just huge. I can't go down there. There he is in the corner right at the bottom, right there. He's just been buried in there for days. I really don't want to dig around in there. Sorry, I'm just looking at it close up. Make sure he's alive. Looks okay. Okay, and then there's the Costa Ricans. These are the black triangles. Sorry, scientific names just kind of off my... Can't think of it right now. Too early in the morning. Actually, I need to go get a few hours more sleep, I think. It's quite early. 3 o'clock in the morning. This guy's got quite the little network of tunnels going on through here. It's another one of the Costa Rican black triangles. There's the Pyraminia. Here's one right there. I mean, if I lift this up, there he goes. You can see him running. Pretty soon, I'm going to be taking these out and checking them to see if they've molted. I'll start with this one, and this one are the orange baboon tarantulas, Formictimus, no, not Formictimus concertes, the Pemarinus. But I know, well, this one here, I can see, I mean, he's right at the top. He hasn't molted since January. Well, they all kind of molted in January. This one just molted last week. Much larger. Very cool. I've been, you can see I've been feeding the mealworms. And I did, if you can see that big stack there, that's full of superworms. And I'm going to try and get some larvae out of those. My mealworms and everything, they're doing well. I'll just give you a quick look. They're actually burying the spoon. So if I dig through here, I mean, you can see them right away. This is batch number 1. And we're all over the place. They're good size, you know, they're good for feeding these teas. I wonder if I can get a feed on video right now. I don't think so. I mean, he's got a pretty fat butt. Looking pretty fat. That's these are my concertes. Haitian browns, these 3. And then the Brachypelma vagans, the blue. And then Lasiodora parahybana, these 3. Lasiodora difficilis on the end, the 2 there. And by the looks of it, I'm only going to have one of my Stromatopelma calceolums left. I mean, sadly, this guy's really trying to hang on, but I don't. I'm almost 100% sure he's not going to make it. I mean, maybe he was trying to molt and he got stuck in it, but there's absolutely no way now. I mean, if he did get stuck, it's dried up now and he'll never get out, and there's nothing I can do to help him. I think he's got some kind of internal parasite. That's what I'm guessing is from the crickets. The ones I had to buy because my breeders died, or they got infested with mites and I had to turf them. So there's the initial beetles for my mealworms. I mean, I bought 30 mealworms, that was it. And these are the initial ones. I don't know if you can see that. The whole thing kind of just moves. Get that light off there a bit. It's a little too bright. See what I mean? I messed with the settings and now it's just way too bright. Seems a little pixelated too. That could be just this screen though. Let's see one just there. Little tiny mealworms. Or the little itty bitty guys up here. That's awesome, and there's tons in there. Much more than there is down in that one there. And then I've got my pinhead crickets started again. I don't know how many's left. We'll check. Very few. Not a lot in there. Okay, now I need the light. Well, that was it. Quite a few. Not any more. They're all in the bottom of this. One around now. Very few. Maybe 100 total. Not very many. But I'll just use these to feed the small guys there. I mean, there's a lot running around there. Could be 200, I don't know. Definitely not enough for a farm, so I'm gonna have to start another batch, which I'm dreading. And there's that guy, the one I actually started this for, this video. See his red fangs. He's kind of stretching everything out. Hope he's alright. He's got this funny orange look around his fangs. I don't know what that is. Normally it's red, but it looks kind of salmon colored. Salmon pink bird eater. Well, he's moving around. Looks like he's got all of his legs out. I'd like to catch him on video flipping over. You don't see that often. Looks like he's pretty close to trying. Once he's flipped and I got the video shut off, I'm gonna give the enclosure a little spray. Get some humidity in there. Some moisture down there for him. Make sure his water dish is filled. This guy here, he's just got tunnels everywhere. Everywhere, like he's got a hole here, hole there, hole there, hole there. I think there's some towards the front of the enclosure, towards the water dish. But I can't really tell, and I'm not going to pull them out right now. But I will pull out this one here, because I haven't seen him in a while. The other one I can see moving around. Well, this one I can see pretty good now. Wow, he's got quite the tunnel dug. I don't know if you can see that. Look at how pink this one is. This is a Lasiodora difficilis. I mean, he is completely pink colored. The other one is not even anywhere near that color. And this thing molted a month ago. So, well, not quite a month ago. Maybe a couple of weeks, at least a couple of weeks. So I mean, he's more than hardened up, and he's fed a few times, so I don't know what the deal is there. Maybe I got some color morph with the Lasiodora difficilis. I don't know. Never heard of there being a color morph with them, but who knows? Maybe somewhere down the line somebody had crossbred them, and I'm just getting that line. Who knows? I didn't breed them, so I have no idea what kind of line they've had in their life as far as genes. I've been waiting for this guy to molt for a while. He's been closed up in the corner there. He's got all the plants pulled over and webbed up. Sorry about the shaky camera. I really didn't want to pull out a bunch of boxes and stuff and stack them here, so I could set this thing on its stand. Tablets for you. Can't use a tripod. My brother actually was kind enough to lend me a tripod, but other than the still camera, I have nothing to use it on, and I don't really use it for the still camera because that's more of a, I gotta get up close and personal with it, so I really can't use a tripod. Taking pictures of tarantulas, I mean, it'd be great for taking scenery pictures, but not for these guys. But I really wish that I could hook this tablet up to something. I've taken a look at a few cameras. One that's way out of my price range. It's about $4 grand. Another one that's $2 grand. Little bit much for YouTube videos, and that's kind of what I'm looking at using it for. I suppose if I did get it, I would use it for other things, trying to make some money with it, but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get that one. But I have seen a few around $300–400 that are pretty decent, so I might try them out. I really wish this thing would macro zoom, but it doesn't have anything as far as that goes. I mean, I can zoom in like so, but I mean, you can see what kind of picture I get, right? It's just garbage. That's 2 times right there, 1.5, and that's normal. I think he's gonna try and flip over. I'm gonna dare this. I'm gonna pause this real quick. I want to snap a quick picture of this guy while he's upside down. I'll be right back. Okay. Got the picture. It looks like I'm just in time too, because I think this thing's gonna flip over right now. Try and snap a few pictures while he's doing it. Sorry. Trying to use 2 cameras at once is a little hard, especially with the manual focus. Looks like a false alarm. Alright, I'm going to pause you again so this video is not an hour long. Okay, it's been another 5 minutes. Wiggled around a little bit, but he hasn't tried to flip yet. Alright, I'll give it a few more minutes. Be right back. And of course, I go out of the room for a minute and I miss him flipping over. See what I mean? You can never get these guys flipping over on camera. Very rare. This is why I need something to hold this thing up, so that if I do go out of the room I can actually leave it running and then just edit it out. Anyway, that's cool. He definitely has all 8 legs. I can't see his pedipalp right now. I'm not going to try and bug him to move him around. I'm just going to turn the lights out so he can rest up, and I'm going to add a little bit of water to the cage there so he can get some hydration. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and bye for now.